Mama's knees rise where the shadows crawl. Moss hangs low like a ghostly shawl. The moon's a lantern, soft and pale, guiding my steps down a whiskey trail.
Portable projectors are absolutely everywhere at the moment, and on paper, loads of them look great. Compact bodies, smart TV features, big screen promises, all that kind of stuff. But once you actually live with most of them, the same issues just keep popping up. Well, this one takes a different approach. This is the Nebula P1i. The P1i is a native 1080p portable smart projector designed mainly for evenings and nighttime viewing. It runs full Google TV, handles autofocus and Keystone automatically, and it's clearly built around the idea that you shouldn't need extra gear just to enjoy it. Instead of firing audio downwards or backwards like most compact projectors, the speakers physically rotate outwards, so you can aim them towards the seating position. That's the core idea here, and pretty much everything else builds around that. It isn't trying to be an ultra bright daytime living room projector, and it's not pretending to replace a full-blown home cinema setup. It's aiming to be simple, self-contained, and genuinely usable, all in a dedicated room or relaxed evening setup. There is a bigger, brighter sibling above it in its range, but this is very much the compact all-in-one option. But at its current asking price, is it really worth it for the average consumer? Now, at the current asking price, there is a lot of questions to ask of whether it's really worth it, but the best place to start is by starting to unbox it. So unboxing this guy and you get the projector itself, a fairly chunky power brick and cable, the remote, and your basic paperwork. Nothing over the top here, but everything has been neatly packed and feels pretty considered. First impressions are solid. The body feels sturdy rather than plasticky, and there is a reassuring bit of weight to it. The carry handle on top immediately feels useful rather than decorative, especially if you plan on moving it between rooms or using this as a portable option. Underneath there is a built-in tilt stand, which sounds like a small thing, but it actually saves you from the usual book stacking routine that comes with a lot of portable options. You can get the angle roughly right straight away before letting the software do its thing. The flip-out speakers fold in flush when not in use, and they pretty much swing out smoothly with a nice bit of resistance. They don't feel cheap at all, nothing feels loose or flimsy, which was one of my main concerns going in. Overall, it doesn't look flashy or overly techy, it actually blends into a cinema room quite nicely. It very much feels like something designed to be moved, not permanently installed. And for a portable projector, that sense of durability, I think it does matter. Now, it is worth noting there is no internal battery, so you do need mains power or a small power station, which is worth keeping in mind if portability is a big part of why you're looking at it. Although this is a small unit, it isn't completely portable in terms of its power source. It's a shame because that could have made this a lot better. Now moving on to ports and what you actually get in terms of connectivities. On the back you've got HDMI for consoles or Blu-ray players, USB-A for local media, and a 3.5mm audio jack if you need to hook up an external sound source. HDMI ARC is also available if you really want external audio, but honestly, once you've used the built-in speakers properly aimed, going back to a soundbar feels pretty redundant, and you'll see what I mean later on. Now, setup was very quick and fairly stress-free. As you can imagine, this is pretty much plug and play. I could just simply place it on my rear shelf in my room, adjusted the tilt stand slightly, and powered it on. Thankfully, the autofocus feature kicked in almost immediately, along with keystone correction sorting itself out too. The autocorrection features are pretty accurate. However, if you do find that it isn't working well, you do have the option to manually adjust things via the manual corrections, and that goes for everything from keystoning, focusing, and zooming in and out. But once you dial it in, I can't deny the overall image is pretty darn good. Now, once connected to Wi-Fi, you really do open up the abilities of this unit. As this is Google TV enabled, you have access to pretty much everything you could possibly need. Netflix, Prime Video, YouTube, and Disney Plus, along with a hell of a lot more. I was concerned that this unit might be a little buggy and the overall Android experience being a bit glitchy, as a lot of these units that do have it built in, it doesn't seem to work that great. However, I have been very impressed. Apps installed quickly, navigation felt responsive, and nothing felt half-baked or tracked on. Now, obviously you do have the option to connect something up to this, but it's not needed at all. Everything is on this unit ready to go, and that really is the main selling point here. If you live in a small space or want something that can be the central hub for all your entertainment, this is a decently viable option. Now, when it comes to the picture quality, this is where the unit did indeed surprise me. Granted, we are only getting 1080p, but let's be real, most streaming sites have that as their basic aspect ratio for their standard packages, and if you want 4K, you have to pay a lot more anyway. At a normal distance, 1080p looks clean and sharp. Animation and fast-paced motion holds up well, and streaming bit rates look solid on a proper screen. The all-glass optics keep the center of the image crisp, and most importantly, I didn't notice the soft smeary corners that cheaper LED portables often suffer from. Skin tones look believable, colors are balanced, and in a dark room, it's just a comfortable image to watch. It's not trying to impress you with artificial punch or oversaturated colors. It's more about being easy on the eyes over a full film. Luckily, I'm projecting onto a proper projector screen, and as you can see, the image in a dark space is beyond perfect for movie watching. Now, when it comes to brightness and contrast, this is very much a nighttime projector, and it really doesn't try to hide that. We are only working with 380 ANSI lumens, so you can watch it with a small lamp on, especially if it's behind you, but contrast and color depth will take a massive hit. Blacks will also lift, and the image starts to look a bit flatter. If you do intend to use this in a room with a lot of light, you will indeed see this start to suffer. The light will wash out most of the image. It is watchable, but not really good enough for the average person to have an enjoyable watching experience. If you intend to use this outdoors, expectations really need to be realistic. After sunset at around 80 to 100 inches is probably the sweet spot for this guy. It works nicely for casual movie nights. Twilight or patio lighting will wash the image out quickly, so timing and placement really matter here. Now moving on to the speakers and sound, because I'll be honest, I was shocked. I did intend on plugging this into an external sound system, as most projectors I use disappoint when it comes to that sound quality. Their built-in speakers are normally terrible. However, the P1i really justifies its existence with this add-on. Each flip-out arm houses a 10-watt speaker, and being able to physically aim that at the seating position makes a bigger difference than I expected. Dialogue feels anchored to the screen instead of sounding like it's coming from the floor or the back wall. Most of the time I sat with the projector behind me, but surprisingly it does sound like the audio is coming from the projector screen. With the speakers angled outwards, you get a wider soundstage than you'd expect from something of this size. It's not going to shake the room, but it also doesn't sound thin, boxy, or tinny at all. I went in fully expecting to add a soundbar after a day or two, but I didn't. And I guess that's kind of the whole point of this projector. It offers everything you could possibly need, from the built-in smart system to the actual sound. But I don't actually need to oversell it to you. Take a listen for yourself. quality e-bikes are everywhere nowadays, but very few nail that clean look with natural assist levels and low faff all in one affordable package. Well, this one says it does exactly that while keeping things pretty darn sensible. Now when it comes to the pros, the Nebula P1i gets the fundamentals right. Setup is painless, Google TV works properly, and the speaker design genuinely improves the experience without needing extra gear. Now considering everything spoken about, this makes the most sense for someone who wants a relaxed evening focused projector that doesn't rely on a soundbar or streaming stick to feel complete. Brightness is obviously clearly aimed at a dark room and lighting will wash the image out. But those compromises are easy to live with if you understand what this projector is trying to be. Treat it as an all-in-one system that's made for nighttime viewing. It has everything you could possibly need all built into one compact unit. From its own soundbar quality sound system to every possible streaming site built in. This is certainly a projector worth considering in 2026. As always, be sure to check this product out in the link in the description. Let me know what you think. Till next time.